So I don't really want to be making this video, but I went through all the normal channels and got nowhere, so I feel like this is my only option.
You never forget your first time in the cinema. The screen, the sound, the stories.
This week I realised something a little upsetting, and that is, I think the cinema is dying, and I'm a bit worried that it won't be able to recover. Our local cinema is a Cineworld, so take what I'm about to say with a pinch of salt, as this is my experience based on one location. And it's not been a good experience. Since post-pandemic lockdown, there's been constant technical problems, be it being bad calibration and the positioning is far too zoomed in, cutting off a big chunk of the movie, literally not being able to read the subtitles, noticeably being out of focus, blurry, only to come out of the cinema with what it feels like a hangover, the audio being muffled, inaudible.
Brilliant UK industries. Help our high...
Firstly, I need to mention that I am Team Cinema. Despite the sometimes sticky floor, the extortionate price of popcorn, and the odd person that feels they need to check the phone every 5 minutes, there is something true to the statement, the cinema is magic.
But right now, we're in danger of losing this magic. Because despite doing better than ever in 2019, our local cinemas could be closing for good.
My last cinema trip, during the show the projector kept going off, and by the third time I asked the staff if they could kindly supply the very empty cinema with popcorns and a drink, which they refused to do for whatever reason. And by the fourth time that the projector overheated, they decided to cancel the film. The manager said that they've been having technical problems as the hardware hasn't been used over lockdown, but we're 3 months in and all the technical problems should have been ironed out by now. How there's no redundancy for something as important as a projector, I do not know. And to top it all off, they had the audacity to then give us vouchers for the popcorn and drinks, but we could only claim it on our next showing. It probably cost the company less than 30p in compensation. They did also offer free tickets, which is like selling ice to an Eskimo for someone with an unlimited card.
So all the cinemas are doing these at the moment, where you pay for an unlimited card and you can effectively see as many films as you want. I've had mine since 2010, so it's a long time. It works out to be almost £2,000, if not more, spent on films over the last 10 years.
The following day I called up customer support and I was on the phone for an hour, and they didn't seem to grasp that this wasn't acceptable for a cinema and gave me some more vouchers for cinema tickets and popcorn. So if anyone wants these tickets, they're useless to me. I'm giving them away to my subscribers. So if you're subscribed, like the video and comment your thoughts below, I'll put you in for the chance to win them. Cineworld, this feels like you're helping put in the final nail in your own coffin, and I'd really like a proper answer from you on how you plan to fix this going forward. Last year, there was more than a handful of films that skipped the box office and went straight to streaming services, and I'm sure if companies like Disney can cut out the middleman, they will. These days, we only have to wait a couple of months before the majority of cinema releases can be streamed, opposed to 20 years ago where you had to wait half a year before you'd get a VHS release. There is less and less incentive for people to go to cinema these days, and the price of a ticket has risen far more than normal inflation. And with the squeeze of the pandemic, Brexit, and I assume some other worldly things, cinema is a luxury that some people can't afford. And I'm well aware this is a hard thing to respond to. I've given no answers, only questions. Keep the magic alive. When life gets you down, you know what you've got to do. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.